Putin has made it clear. He is going to be taking Donbas no matter what. That is kind of around the lines of what he said to India today, and we need to break this down. Because Putin, remember, just had talks with the United States, told the U.S. envoy to go straight over to the United States without stopping and talking to Ukraine, and before we even got any information, clearly Putin's already telling everyone that we're taking this land no matter what. And this is something very important, because it has been a deal breaker to Ukraine that, hey, we're not just going to give you land. We need to have a ceasefire, and then we could start talking. While Russia says, nope, we need that land now, and then maybe we can talk. And this comes at a very crucial time because Ukrainians are currently here in the United States to talk with U.S. representatives again. Zelensky actually not too long ago mentioned the talks, saying, quote, "Our task is now to obtain full information about what was said in Russia, what about the other pretext Putin found to drag out the war, and to put pressure on Ukraine, on us, and our independence." Adding later that, quote, "Only a worthy peace means real security, and we are fully aware that this requires and will continue to require the full support of our partners." So the grand question is, how will this meeting go? Did Russia give more hard lines to the United States? Will the United States purposely pressure Ukraine into signing some other peace deal? Something that, as you saw in my earlier video, European officials are worried about the United States trying to do this to Ukraine. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. I'll be sure to keep you updated, so please do share my videos and follow me for more. What if Europe does not trust the United States when it comes on Ukraine as much as we thought? That is what we're kind of thinking about right now, since Der Spiegel just got their hands on a brand new transcript from a phone call that happened Monday between Zelensky and top European officials. According to the document, it states that Francis Macron warned that the United States could push Ukraine into territorial concessions without real security guarantees. Which, let's remember, that Russia right now, their position is that we want to have that land first and then do a ceasefire. Ukraine wants, hey, let's have a ceasefire, go through security guarantees, and then finally, let's talk about land. In that same conversation, we also heard from the Chancellor of Germany, who pretty much says, and just to kind of paraphrase a little bit here, be extremely careful that Washington could be playing both sides, which is something that we obviously have been paying attention to with Steve Witkoff and that 28-point plan, which he told Russia how to manipulate Donald Trump. I need to add that both statements from the Chancellor and from Macron have been unverified, but several officials have been saying that this call did happen, which, knowing that what we've been going through over the past 6 months, yeah, it seems very likely these are things that were said. But the most vocal person here that we've been seeing has been Finland's president, who, yes, yesterday did make a couple statements, one of which saying that a just peace in Ukraine is unlikely, mostly because of what's happening with these peace talks. But now he's saying, according to this, that Ukraine must not be left alone with U.S. negotiators, in which he has a fair point, because even after that meeting, remember, the Russians told the United States, hey, go straight back to Trump with this, don't go to Ukraine first. And that's because Russia hopes that the U.S. conveys certain messages that's not fact-checked. In which, yeah, we've seen Steve Witkoff do that, which created bigger problems. All of this aside, publicly, everyone's supporting the United States, everyone's saying this could be done, but if this is verified here, that they are truly thinking that Washington is straight up not going to be really truly helping Ukraine, then it definitely opens up more questions. Because that would mean that Washington is creating their own plan, which then puts Europe's own security at risk, because it's only a plan that would work for the United States and Russia, and then leave Ukraine in the dark and alongside with Europe. But the main question is, who is actually shaping this peace? Is it the United States alongside with Russia? Or is it Europe alongside Ukraine the way that it should be? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll be sure to keep you updated, so please do share my videos and follow me for more.